Here we go. This is my tour of Graceland, which was a fantastic day for me back in 2017. This is the entrance to Graceland when they drop you off in the van. And what you notice right off the bat are these of everything that really gets you in the mood as you're approaching the ticket office, which we can see here right now. Here's some more pictures, mainly of the young Elvis. There's the ticket pricing that I paid. I think I paid about $150. I really wanted to do the deluxe tour. And once you see those pillars up front, you're like, yeah, here we are. And so you get off on a little short bus. You're kind of by yourself. I just had to go, you know, I just had to go and get every shot I could get. Don't believe that balcony opens right there. Again, more pillars as we're getting ready to go inside, and this is inside the living room. Picture of Vernon there in the living room, I would presume. Look at all that white furniture, just amazing. Just a pristine condition. You know, you can imagine Elvis sitting down there. I mean, and look at what they've done since '77. I mean, this stuff has just been amazing. Look at the little TV, and you can imagine him playing that piano while he's rummaging up those stairs. Everybody wants to know what's up those stairs. Very few people get to go. I've seen that there's an office up there, and look at the picture of Elvis with the blonde hair. A nice little chandelier. Very cool little chandelier. So Gladys's room, still made up, you know, the way that she liked it. Really untouched after she passed away. Just very cool. Her dress is still in the closet, as you can see. Dining area. Oh my gosh, this was amazing. Of course, they didn't want you past those ropes at any time. Just fantastic. Look at the chandelier. He really liked to outfit the house in custom attire. Oh my gosh, just amazing. Kitchen area, one of the first microwaves. You can see over there in the corner, like in the 70s. Very cool. Just so much to see. Getting ready here to go downstairs. Look at the carpet in there and the bar, little mini bar there to hang out. Look, and then I actually think I went down those stairs, but then here's the bar downstairs. Very cool. There's some really cool pictures coming. This is the jungle room. He liked to have the triple television sets because the president had the triple sets as well. Look at the monkey there on the table there. Just left exactly the way he liked it. The lightning bolt in the picture there for taking care of business. And the TV sets obviously still work. They must have replaced those tubes like 1,000 times. Really cool pictures, and I mean, just ultimately clean. Ultimately, look at the bar area. Yellow was, I guess, the thing. Yellow and black. Just very cool. Pool table there with all the, you know, hand placed cotton on the walls there. I'm not sure what that's called. If you do, leave it in the comments down below. Pool table. He was always entertaining people. I got a lot of pictures of the paintings because I felt like that's what people would find important. The floor again with the interesting furniture with the carvings and stuff. Look at all the carvings and that stuff. Exactly the way he left it. I mean, an incredible eye for decorating he had. I mean, he was very smart businessman. People always painted him as this guy who threw all this money around. He was really the nexus of the money. He knew exactly what he had and who he was and what he brought to the table. And I gathered this, and you know, his presence there is very strong in the museum part and Graceland part. I could really feel it. I mean, he's absolutely in everything there. And you could see kind of how he would think, like if he had guests over or something, he would take them and play racquetball. He had an outside office there to get him out of the house and get him working if he was working on something. Here I step out to the outside where the horse stables were and stuff. He had a lot of projects and things that kept him interested and busy when he wasn't on the road. He did a lot of roads stuff, and he designed his travel to where he would just lift off right there, it seemed, from Graceland. But I think that's not correct. I think the planes are there for the museum, but they were down at the airport. Look at the paintings. There you can see people with the audio guides on. That was extra, but well worth it to tell you everything. Look at those paintings. A little comment about his birthplace house in the little brick. That's where the shooting range, where he would shoot his guns, I guess. A couple of bicycle tires on the wall. I don't know what's going on with that. Here's the back of the house. It's not much to think about compared to the way the front looks amazing. Here I was walking around, my camera slipped up. Generally, you're not supposed to take any kind of footage, so you got footage of my feet and the stables there. I had a new camera, didn't really know kind of the whole thing about it, and it just kind of started. So more stables, more pictures of the stables, which by this point I was just ecstatic, elated. I was just on cloud nine. I mean, there was just so much to see, but wait till you start to see the rest of this. Here are some family photos coming up. That is the photo that I remember of Vernon and Elvis's mom. Good pictures of him with his mom in the photo here. Mom and dad again. Some stuff from his, agreements and contracts that they kept around. Picture of him when he was a kid. Notice the blonde hair. He really had blonde hair. He would dye it black. Crayons, grade school, report card. Just everywhere he kind of went to school when he was in Memphis, and some plaques and different stuff. And man, the 50s Elvis, I mean, just so young and just on top of everything and working and meeting everyone he could meet. And this is in the kind of the basement area, it almost felt like. But man, I mean, look at that in front of the piano. And then here's his tuxedo from his wedding and the gown that Priscilla wore, the baby bed. And what you gather from being down here is that he would just adored Lisa Marie. I mean, you could just see it. I mean, in the way that he kind of encapsulated his family and how everything should look. I mean, it just really an interesting way to kind of put things together, to kind of paint a story of your life. And so he must have been a very visual person, because when there was an event, he dressed for it. And he knew exactly how to dress for it. As an entertainer, I mean, it's pretty interesting. Office, his chair and stuff from his office. Look at the pageantry of the sofa and all that stuff. As we're getting up to fixing to show his badges, all the different badges he'd been given. And he was really into law enforcement and all that stuff. Ironically, it said he was a DEA agent at one time. I saw something where he had some warm-ups on. It said DEA. There's his badge and his gun. Turquoise plated, I think. Lisa Marie, and I think her son, which looks tremendous like Elvis. So there's going to be a second video as well coming up next.